In this video, we'll be drafting a bodice with not one but two stunning necklines, round and sweetheart. Because why choose one when you can have both, right? So get your pattern paper ready and let's draft something gorgeous. My name is Mitchell. Welcome to Mitchell Fashion Academy. This is the shoulder line. This is from the shoulder to the armhole line. This is the bust line. The armhole line is usually 2 inches above the bust line. This is the under bust line, and this is from the shoulder to the waistline. This is the bust span line. On the shoulder line, mark the shoulder measurements. Draw a straight line from the shoulder measurement to the armhole line, like this. This blouse has two necklines, round and sweethearts. The first neckline neck depth is 3 inches and the width is 3 inches for the front, while for the back the neck depth is 1 inch and the width is 3 inches. The shoulder slant is 1 inch. Moving on to the second neckline. On this part you mark 10 inches neck depth. This depends on how deep you want the neckline to be. And on this other part you mark 5 inches. Next, you use a curve to connect the 2 points like this. Your curve should look like this when you're done. Mark 1 inch below the neck depth like this. Connect it to the armhole line like this. On the waistline, mark the bust span measurements. Do the same on the under bust and bust line. On the waistline, mark ½ inch on the right hand side and 1 inch on the left hand side. Do the same on the under bust line. Mark 1 inch below the bust line. That's where the dark lines will start from. Make sure these parts are curved. Next, we are going to extend the dark line like this. Mark ½ inch on both sides of the dark line. Connect the 2 points to the dark line like this. We are going to replace this 1 inch dart on the shoulder to avoid shortage. So you go to the shoulder line, add 1 inch to the measurements like this. On the armhole line, mark the bust circumference divided by floor plus your sewing allowance. Mark the same measurement on the bust line. On the other bust line, mark the under bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches that and your sewing allowance. On the waistline, mark the waist circumference divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches that and your sewing allowance. Connect the points like this. This part should be curved. Next, curve the armhole. We are done with the pattern drafting. We are going to cut now. You are going to cut like this. you cut it this way, you cut it this way, cut the dark lines, and then we also cut this part. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Leave your questions in the comment section. While cutting your fabric, remember to add sewing allowance round. Add sewing allowance to this part. Add sewing allowance to the shoulder. I hope to see you in my next one. Have a good one. Bye.